I'm gonna be honest with you. Liking yourself is one of the weirdest things to talk about because most people assume it's already there. That you wake up, look in the mirror, and go, yeah, that's me. I'm good with that. But the truth is, for a lot of us, that doesn't happen. You wake up, you look in the mirror, and something feels off. You don't hate yourself, not completely, but you don't really like yourself either. Not the way people seem to online, not the way your friends say you should, not the way your parents hoped you would by now. There's this quiet discomfort you carry, a feeling that maybe, just maybe, you're not enough, not interesting enough, not cool enough, not worthy enough, not lovable in the way people say you are. You become good at hiding it. You laugh at the right moments. You play the part. You support other people. You give good advice. You show up for everyone else, and no one really sees it. That deep, quiet part of you that says, I don't know if I like who I am. I've been there more times than I'd like to admit, and I don't have all the answers, but I can share the things that changed it for me slowly, gently, in moments I didn't expect. So, if this is you, if you've ever wondered why it's so hard to be on your own side, stick around. Let's talk. Let's start here. Part 1 is the voice in your head. You know that voice? The one that says, that was dumb, or why did you say that? Or they don't actually like you. Yeah, that one. We all have it. But for some of us, that voice runs the show. It criticizes, it mocks, it compares, it keeps a mental slideshow of all the times you messed up. And the worst part, you believe it. You don't question if that voice is right. You just assume it knows you better than anyone. But here's something I had to learn the hard way. That voice, it's not your truth. It's your wound. It sounds like you, but it's built from all the places you got hurt. All the moments you felt not enough. All the people who made you feel small. It's stitched together from years of quiet pain, so of course it feels real. It grew with you, but it doesn't have to grow into you. Part 2, the mask you wear. When you secretly don't like yourself, you get really good at performing. You become the funny one, or the helpful one, or the laid back one, or the high achiever. Not because it feels natural, but because it distracts people from seeing what you feel underneath. It's a survival mechanism, and honestly it works for a while, but eventually the mask gets heavy. You start losing track of who you actually are beneath it. And the scariest part, sometimes you realize you've built a life around a version of you that isn't even real. That's where the burnout comes from. Not just from doing too much, but from pretending too much. Part 3, the comparison trap. Social media makes this 10 times harder. You scroll and see people who seem confident, stylish, cool, loved, people with friend groups, perfect routines, well-lit apartments, clear skin, clever captions. And even if you know it's curated, it still gets to you, because it reminds you of everything you think you're not. You start to believe that if you were more like them, you'd like yourself, more. But here's the thing, no one tells you. You don't start liking yourself by becoming someone else. You start by becoming honest with yourself. And that begins when you stop running from the parts of you you're afraid people won't accept. Part 4. The quiet work. Liking yourself isn't loud. It's not a motivational quote. It's not a mirror affirmation. It's not a TikTok trend. It's quiet. It's in the moment you give yourself grace after a mistake. The moment you don't apologize for taking up space. The moment you say, I'm not okay, without trying to sugarcoat it. It's when you catch yourself being mean in your head and you pause. Like, you don't double down. You just go, hey, that wasn't fair. I'm trying. Like, that's self-respect. That's self-trust. That's the soil where self-like grows. Part 5, what helped me? Here's what actually helped me start liking myself again. Not all at once, but over time. I started noticing what I say to myself, like really noticing. I started writing it down. You'd be surprised how mean your inner voice is until you see it in your own handwriting. I stopped laughing at things that hurt. When someone made a joke at my expense, I stopped pretending it didn't land. I'd go quiet. Or I'd say, not funny, not aggressive, just honest. I gave myself small wins. Instead of trying to become some upgraded version of myself overnight, I focused on 5% improvements, drinking water, journaling, saying no one time. That was enough. I let people love me, and this one's hard because when you don't like yourself, compliments feel fake. Love feels suspicious. But I started saying thank you instead of deflecting. I didn't feel worthy at first, but it's like, but I acted like I might be. Eventually, it started to stick. Part 6, the hardest part. The hardest part of this journey, you don't get external proof right away. No one throws a party because you were kinder to yourself today. No one claps when you correct your inner critic. No one sees it. And yet, that's the point. Because liking yourself isn't about performance. It's about relationship. But it's about showing up for yourself in private. Even when there's no praise, no audience, no applause, it's about becoming your own quiet ally. Part 7. A different kind of confidence. We think confidence looks like walking into a room and owning it. But real confidence, like the kind that lasts, starts way before that. It starts the night before when you're lying in bed and your brain tries to replay every awkward thing you've ever said. And you go, that's enough. I'm not perfect, but I'm not broken. It starts in the silence. In the deep breath before you speak your truth. In the pause before you say yes to something you don't want. Confidence doesn't shout. It doesn't perform. It just stands. And sometimes sitting quietly with yourself and not abandoning who you are, that's the most confident thing you'll ever do. Part 8, you're not alone. If you've made it this far, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not the only one who feels this way, even if no one says it, even if your friends seem put together, even if your social feed is full of highlights. You're not behind, you're not too much, you're not broken, you're just becoming. And that takes time and care and a whole lot of grace. Closing. So, if you've been struggling to like yourself lately, start by noticing how you speak to yourself when no one's around. Start by being a little less cruel in your quiet moments. Start by honoring how far you've come, even if it's messy. You don't have to be perfect to be worthy. You don't have to be confident to be valuable. You don't have to be loud to take up space. You just have to be honest. You just have to be here. And if no one's told you lately, I'm proud of you. Not because you're doing everything right. but because you're still trying, and that counts for more than you know.